Hello everyone, welcome to Electrical Spark. In this lesson, we will study about single phase fully controlled bridge rectifier having RL load, resistive and inductive load. So here, this is the circuit diagram, this is the bridge circuit. In a bridge circuit, as we know, we are having 4 thyristors T1, T2, T3 and T4 and the load is RL here. And with across this load, we have to find out the output voltage waveform, then output current waveform and what are the voltages across the devices or the thyristors. So our input supply voltage is a sine wave. Here I have given the name A and B. So for positive half cycle the voltage is VAB. For negative half cycle it should be reversed, means it is VBA. So this is the waveform of input voltage. This is the positive one VAB and this one is the negative voltage VBA. So though we have taken the control switches, means thyristors, so we have to give gate pulse to the thyristors when it is in forward biased condition. So in the positive half cycle of supply voltage, when A is positive with respect to B, so T1 and T2 is in forward bias condition, T3 and T4 is in reverse bias condition. So in this case, starting from A, then T1, then load, then T2, then back to the source. This is the closed path of the circuit. So when T1 and T2 is turned on, means we are providing the gate pulse here. This angle is alpha, that is known as firing angle, at which angle we are fired or we are turning on the thyristor. So when we are turning on this T1 and T2, so this entire source voltage will appear across this load. That means V0 is equal to Vs. This is the output voltage when we are turning on the device. So that means from alpha, at alpha it is triggered. So this much of output voltage we can get at the output from alpha to pi. From alpha to pi. Then we have taken an inductive load here, means this inductor will store some energy in the positive half cycle of supply voltage and in the negative half cycle it will release the energy up to some time, means inductor polarity is reversed now. So in this path, means starting from L plus, then T2, then this source, then T1 and back to L. This is the closed circuit or closed path of the current flowing. So that means what? Up to some time this T1 and T2 will be in turned on condition, though the supply voltage is in reverse condition, means at pi already this B is positive. This B is positive, means in the negative half cycle B positive with respect to A. A is negative and B is positive. But due to this presence of this inductor, up to some time both T1 and T2 are in turned on condition. So that's why we will get a negative voltage, means V0 is equal to negative Vs minus Bs up to some time due to this inductor. So here we have assumed that extinction angle beta must be pi plus alpha here. Beta must be is equal to pi plus alpha for assuming continuous conduction mode. That means beta is known as extinction angle of the converter. So up to beta the thyristors are in turned on condition. That's why we will get this much of negative voltage in the output. So here it is. If beta is less than pi plus alpha, maybe suppose here, so it should be like this and this to this voltage must be 0. But here we have assumed beta is equal to pi plus alpha. That's why up to the next triggering pulse the inductor will conduct or inductor will release its energy. So this is the turning on of T1 and T2 and we will get this much of voltage. Again at pi VBA is positive. So when VBA is positive, T3 and T4 are in forward bias condition, T1 and T2 are in reverse bias condition. So at pi plus alpha we are turning on T3 and T4. So that's why this much of supply voltage will appear across the load. This one. Again we are having this inductor. So due to this inductor, it will release the energy up to some time through the same path, means L plus T4, then T3, sorry, this is L plus, then T4 source, T3 back to load. This is the closed path. So that's why again one negative voltage will appear, this much of voltage will appear across the load. So this is due to T3 and T4. Again positive half cycle will come, means VAB is positive. Again at 3 pi plus alpha, VBA is positive. So this is the output voltage waveform. This is for T1, T2. This is for T3 and T4. Then if we will, and we are assuming it is a continuous conduction. So this initial portion also we will get this negative voltage due to the turning on of T3 and T4. Again, if we will go for the value of I0, so as we know, due to the source, current must be increasing. Due to the load or inductor, current must be decreasing in nature. But in case of half wave converter, it should be come to 0. But here, when we are decreasing this current at pi plus alpha, again we are saying that T3 and T4 is turned on, and again due to the source, current will be increasing. So that's why in this continuous conduction mode, current will never touch the zero line. It is like increasing, decreasing, increasing, decreasing, like this. This is the continuous current of this circuit. Then voltage across the thyristors. So obviously when thyristors are in off condition, or here T1, T2 is conducting at alpha. So before alpha, it is in forward blocking mode. Then from alpha to pi plus alpha, it is conducting. Conducting means voltage is 0. Because one device is conducting means it is short circuited, so voltage is 0. Then at pi plus alpha, T1, T2 is off. So when T1, T2 is off, so this much of negative voltage will appear across the load. It is a reverse blocking voltage of the device. Again forward blocking voltage. So this is the reverse blocking voltage. Again forward blocking voltage. Again it is conducting up to 3 pi plus alpha, means this one. Again this much of, means it will now continue. This type of waveform will be a T1 and T2. Then VT3 and VT4. So when T3 and T4 is conducting, voltage must be 0. T3 and T4 is conducting means its voltage is 0. When it is not conducting means before this pi to pi plus alpha, it is in forward blocking state. So one positive voltage will appear across the device like this. When it is conducting up to this much, at this condition, now it should be in reverse blocking mode. So reverse voltage will appear across the device. Again forward blocking mode, like this. So before this, it is also the same thing. Here means this much of reverse voltage will appear. So this is the waveform of single phase fully controlled bridge rectifier when we are having the RL load, and here we are seeing that the current is continuous but voltage having some negative spike. So that's why average voltage will be now somehow decreasing as compared to the resistive load. So let's find out the average output voltage. So this is V0, and here one cycle means what? Here we can see one cycle means it is from 0 to pi, because at pi again the same waveform is repeating. So 0 to pi is the one cycle, and we are getting the output voltage limit is alpha to pi plus alpha. This is the output voltage. Again from here the same one is repeating. So limit is alpha to pi plus alpha and cycle is 1 by pi. So let's come to this. The cycle is 1 by pi, integration Vm sin omega t d omega t, and the limit is alpha to pi plus alpha. So integration of sin is minus cos. So Vm by pi minus cos omega t, limit is alpha to pi plus alpha. So finally we will get The value of voltage V0 is equal to 2 Vm by pi cos alpha. This is the value of average output voltage when we have taken an RL load in a single phase full control rectifier. Thank you. If you like this lesson, give it a thumbs up by hitting the like button. Also remember to subscribe this channel by clicking the subscribe button to get my latest lesson right here on YouTube. Happy learning. I will see you in another lesson.